Welcome to Law with Subathra Mylsamy. The topic today for discussion is the much awaited digital competition bill and how it's going to be a game changer. Now, what is the need for the digital competition bill? In February 2023, the Ministry of Corporate Affairs established the Committee on Digital Competition Law to address the unfair competition in our digital markets. The CDCL has about 3 months to draft a Digital Competition Act, which was inspired by the European Union's Digital Markets Act to ensure a robust regulatory framework. Now, some of the recent actions by the CCI are commendable. Last October, the Competition Commission of India took significant actions to promote the competition. Google was fined over about 2,000 crores for abusing its dominance in Play Store and Android ecosystem. Additionally, websites like Make My Trip, Oyo, and Go Ibibo were fined about 392 crores for collusive practices. Investigations are also ongoing against Amazon and Flipkart for alleged discriminatory practices. Now, what is the judicial support and what is the market dynamics? Now, the judiciary has reinforced the CCI's authority to scrutinize the big techs. The Supreme Court has upheld investigations into Meta's WhatsApp policies, and Twitter has challenged also the government orders to block tweets. The digital market is becoming increasingly monopolistic with a view of large companies dominating and creating an imbalance in bargaining power. Now, new regulations are also necessary to ensure a level playing field. Now, what are the key components of the digital competition bill? Now, looking into it as categorized certain enterprises providing core digital services as number one, significant digital enterprises and associate digital enterprises. It also defines 9 digital services as CDS due to the susceptibility to market concentration, such as online search engines, online intermediary services, aggregators like Monopoly who are having food ordering platforms. Now, what are the key elements which has been proposed in this act? Now, number one, if you look into the designation of systematically important digital intermediaries, simply called as SIDs, entities with significant market impact, which are designated as SIDs, focusing regulatory efforts to those of substantial dominance. Next comes the ex ante obligations. SIDs will face proactive restrictions to prevent anti competitive practices like self preferencing, discounting, anti steering, and exclusive tie ups. Next comes the enhanced merger oversight. Stringent oversight of mergers and acquisitions involving SIDs to prevent monopolistic consolidation. Regulation of internal government's policies. Provisions to regulate advertising, data handling, and search algorithms to promote transparency and fairness. Next comes the augmented consumer protections. Measures to ensure equitable access to digital services and prevent exploitative practices, especially safeguarding user data and consumer interest. Next is fostering the market innovation. By curbing anti competitive behavior, the DCA aims to encourage innovation and support new and smaller players in the digital market. Now, most of the inspiration which is got from the European Union's Digital Market Act aims to regulate major tech companies acting as gatekeepers to digital platforms, ensuring fair competition and user access. This has also influenced the proposed Indian Digital Competition Act. Now, how is the industry acting to this? The proposed Digital Competition Act has sparked diverse reactions. Domestic firms like Paytm, Make My Trip also support this regulatory framework, while major tech companies express concerns about stringent regulations but recognize the need for a balanced approach. Now, some of the recommendations which have come across from the parliamentary panel is that in December 2022, the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Finance reaffirmed the need for ex-ante regulations for digital market players. The committee also highlighted anti-competitive practices and recommended classifying certain digital market players as systemically important digital intermediaries. Now, to conclude, and what is the way forward? So, in conclusion, the Digital Competition Bill aims to regulate digital markets through ex ante measures, fostering innovation and investment while safeguarding the consumer welfare. A balanced approach focusing on investment, innovation, impact, and cybersecurity, along with consumer welfare, is required for evaluation, is very much crucial. Thank you for joining me and stay tuned for much more updates on the significant development in digital competition law. Thank you once again. Bye bye.